Hi there viewers, I'm the Extraordinary Tourist, and in my last video you saw me make this manual pad, and I said in that video you'd see me skating it in the next one. So that's what this video is going to be, and it's actually been a couple of weeks since I made this, and I haven't really skated it much, and the little bit that I have been skating it hasn't been too successful, so we'll see if I can improve on it, on my skating with it so far. But my main problem has been with my sort of lack of confidence with ollieing onto things, even though I know that I can ollie onto something this high, and in fact I have in the past. If you go back into my videos and look at my video from West Beach Skate Park, you can actually see me ollieing onto a manual pad pretty much the exact same height as this, and possibly even a little higher. So I know I can do it, it's just a mental barrier kind of thing that is sort of getting me every time, but that's what we're going to work on in this video today. So I started out just by doing some ollies next to my manual pad just to get warmed up, and as you can see, when I went to actually try, I didn't actually get on the manual pad first time, so I put down this sort of green pool noodle thing right next to level with the platform, just to get the timing right for my ollies. See here, clearly I can make it onto this manual pad without any problems, but as soon as I try, that's pretty much what happens. And I know it's just me not really committing, so I thought I'd try these standing 50-50s on the side, so you can see I don't have any trouble doing that at all, other than holding my balance once I'm up there sometimes, but that's not an issue. What the actual problem is that when I go to ollie onto it, I just hit it with the front of my board there, but when I ollie onto it, I'm thinking about sort of hanging up and falling forward. But that wasn't working, so I decided to move the platform over and maybe try doing frontside ollie to tails, which is a trick that I can do most times, but here I was struggling with the run up and getting used to it. My driveway, because of those grooves that are in it, really messes with my head on the grooves, because I've had my wheels stick into those and actually throw me off the board. So you can see here I got a bit closer by moving the platform around here so I could get a better run up. Actually hurt my foot there on the edge of the platform, but I still wasn't really getting it, so I went back to doing a few of these just to see if that would help. Just 50-50s on and off, and then I tried doing like frontside nose pick kind of things, because that's something I used to be able to do fairly well too. See a few successful ones there just from stationary. Tried doing them like a half cab into a nose pick, but didn't really do as well, but still landed some. Then I decided to try a different spot again for this manual pad, getting up against the wall so it'd be a lot more solid. And I've got a bit more room for a run up here because I've got the full width of the driveway to come at it from, so I thought that might help a little bit. And again, just trying it out, see what the run-up was like, but still couldn't really do my front side ollie to tails. I think I'm going to leave skating this platform or manual pad just there for now. As you can see, I'm still not very confident ollieing onto it, but I did do some sort of standing ollies onto it as a 50-50, and also did like a half cab nose pick kind of thing, whatever you want to call those. But I'm just going to run through some of my skateboarding made simple tricks just to finish this video off, and maybe sort of revisit the heel flips and kick flips just for a few attempts as well, since they're all part of that sequence anyway. So let's do that. So in doing my skateboarding made simple volume 1 routine, I thought this time I'd try and do everything moving, just to get a bit of practice with that. And this part of the driveway is a little bit more forgiving than where I normally do it, but I don't have as much run up for my tricks here. But as you saw with my ollies, they're usually pretty good. I don't have any trouble in getting them high. Once I get to my front side 180s though, the back leg sort of stays a lot straighter and it's a lot lower to the ground. It's something I'd like to really work at and improve. And my backside 180 ollies just weren't happening this day. Even after doing that whole video just focused on 180 ollies, backside 180 ollies, they're still really not getting anywhere. And it's such a hard trick to do well. Moving on to my pop shove it, again doing these moving, and I can land them like you saw where the nose is sort of jammed into the ground and I come to a complete stop. And I've tried doing these where I land onto grass, moving on concrete and then make the landing on grass, and I can actually target where I land on the board much better. And my front side pop shove it's not really that great either. I probably need to lean back more on them, but then moving on to heel flips. My moving heel flips weren't all that good. Still trying to work out how to flip the board consistently, but definitely getting better at it. Not so much with the moving ones. You see I try some stationary ones a little bit further up here where my flip is a lot better than my moving ones. You see, I tend to be able to get the flip a lot more consistently when I'm standing still for that. We moved on to the kick flips, and unusually I actually got close on a couple of attempts with my moving kick flips, similar to how I land the stationary ones with the tail stuck into the ground, but I've never sort of landed a moving kickflip or got that close with them before, so I sort of took this as being a bit of an improvement. And unusually when I tried doing my kickflips stationary, I wasn't actually having as much luck as doing them moving, so... But having said that, in this whole session I didn't once sort of focus on just getting my back foot back on the board, which is something I've been trying lately, so maybe if I'd have done that I might have had a bit better luck with my stationary ones. But there you go, that's my run through skateboarding made simple. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. I thought As you saw with my skateboarding made simple routine there, I was trying to land everything moving, and I thought, like with my kick flips, I actually got fairly close to landing some of those moving, which I haven't really gotten that close landing moving before. So that was a little bit of an improvement, and I was actually having better luck with trying to land them moving than what I did trying to land them stationary. It wasn't quite the same with the heel flips. I was having better luck getting those to flip stationary than I was moving, but I think I'm getting better at actually flipping my heel flips, which is good. But that's it. Like this video if you like what you saw. If this is your first video of mine, I make skateboarding and art videos, and sometimes even skateboarding art videos. I make my own graphics for skateboard decks that I sell that you can buy. So you might want to check those out at TET Skateboards if that's something you're interested in. But as I said, if you like what you saw and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know how you thought I went with my tricks, and what you think of my little manual pad here. Should I just sort of really go at it and get over myself when it comes to ollieing onto it? Because, as I said at the start, it's something I know I can do, but it's just some kind of mental block that stops me from doing it. And I have padded up before. I filmed this video just to see if being in full pads would help, but to be perfectly honest, I don't feel any safer wearing pads. The only reason I wear wrist guards, which is pretty much the only padding I do use, is that there's a high chance that if I'm going to fall over, I'm going to try and stop myself with my arms and my wrists, and breaking a wrist isn't exactly a good thing for someone who earns their living using their hands and drawing and painting and those kinds of things. So that's the only reason I wear wrist guards. Full safety equipment doesn't really do it for me. I don't know if I've mentioned before, my worst accident on a skateboard, I broke a leg and I was wearing full safety equipment, so there's no guarantees that that's going to make you safer either. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there. As I said, comment down below, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.